some raga gospel music there for us this Tuesday morning. And now we'll move over to parenting, and we are finding out today's dads how today's dads are vital or are a vital tool for curbing social vices in their kids. Jesutola Jao is our guest on that one. Of course, his goal is to help men better lead and love their family for a lasting and fulfilling marriage. It's great to have you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Social vices, we are in a more than ever before deviant behaviors, as it were, as somebody would describe a social vice. They are easier to come across now due to the proliferation of social media. It's easier to have people get people infected or affected by different things and all of that. How important is it in this age that dads stand up to that responsibility to ensure that kids are not affected by these vices?
Good morning again. Parenting itself, especially for dad, is more like acting in the role of a security officer for your child. Under this security, you have the provision counseling, which is a vital part where a child is instilled with proper discipline and cultural values. These are things that we have moved away from over time. I think because of the weak nation or weak generation that we think that we're breeding. We're moving away from our cultural value and the proper ways of instilling the right discipline in our kids. So if a dad is not present in the life of their kids, they are not able to monitor the growth and then instill the right discipline or help shape the life of the child.
Now, you see, something that you mentioned, they are supposed to, you mentioned provision. Is there any scale of preference? Then you mentioned counseling also. What was that?
Yes, I said under provision is counseling and guidance.
And guidance and all that. When it comes to what the needs are for a dad to their children, is there any scale of preference? Is there anyone that comes first, or do they all, do you rate them, are they rated in their, how important are they? Is there a scale of preference?
No, they are equal. They are equal. The same way you want your child to attend the best school, it's the same way you must be very certain that your child is well behaved.
Because this morning we had a discussion where we spoke about how African dads these days, they think provision and that's it. They make sure that they provide for the family, provide for the kids, and then after that they don't care about checking for the kids and all of this and all of that.
I think it's because of the way the society is shaped right now. Everybody is hustling and bustling to make money.
Exactly.
So they do not have time to actually check out. So in the midst
of this, in the midst of the hustle and the bustle, and in no time, how do you do it? I mean, think about it. I leave work. I leave for work 5, 6 a.m. I probably get the kids to school. And then after, I'm in traffic 3, 4 hours at the end, and I have to come back late at night. How does it, Dad?
Your weekend is 100% enough for you to check your kids out. If you're at home, if a kid is bad behaved, you're going to notice. Your weekend from Friday night till Sunday evening, and you're with your children, you're spending time with them, definitely you're going to have some insight into how they are. That is why it is important for you, whatever it is that you do from Monday to evening, no matter how much you spend in traffic, at work, your weekend is very important for you to spend with your kids.
You try and create time, because some people want to fix jobs even at that weekend, but make sure you create the time. That's what
create time to spend with your children, to check them out. It is very, very important. If you provide the best of schools, the best of accommodation for your kids, and you do not check them out in terms of their behavior, then you're failing as a father.
As a father.
Yes.
Now, let's get into the era social media, because that's where they pick up a lot of this.
Yes.
These vices and all of that. How do you curb it when it comes to that one?
The same way you try to check out their behavior is whatever it is that a child learns online, they come to practicalize it. If you're not there to see it, you won't be able to know. Whatever it is that any child learns online, they already try to exhibit these character traits at home before they take it out there. Whatever it's been influenced by social media or by friends, they will first exhibit them at home. If you're paying enough attention, you're going to see it clearly.
You should pay attention.
Yes.
There's this era, there are parents now who, in quotes, have apps or softwares that they spy on their children's internet and social media activity. Do you encourage that?
No. No.
Why not?
Why I said no is that a child needs you to first trust them. That is why it is 100% important for you to bring up a child in the right way. So at a point in time, you can give them a space of trust. When they see that you do not trust them, they tend to try and outsmart you. So you must also build trust with your kids. You must ensure that you're doing a good job also, so that they can trust you as well, to be able to tell you what's going on in their life.
All right, then how do you advise when relating with their friends? Because now I've seen scenarios where a kid is brought up in some particular kind of way. It looks like everything's going on, and then they get to their peers, and in a short while with their peers, just because of pressure, we call it peer pressure as the case may be, at times you see them even things that they've learned, they get to almost stray by the side because they're trying to impress. They're with their peers. They're trying to, feel amongst with their peers, trying to impress and all of that. How do you talk to a kid, or how do you relate with a kid who is having issues with peer pressure?
Build your confidence. I grew up in a vicarage where my dad always says that, well, you have to stand up tall all the time. Standing up tall means that nobody can actually influence me in a negative way. So you also have to build that confidence in your child, that your child must know how to stand up tall and be in the right behavior. They know the consequence.
Wonderful. All of this, but from what I can pick the most is spending time, ensuring, paying attention to the kids. As well. You can pick those things that they pick out. They will show it in the house. That's what you're saying.
Yes,
thank you very much. It was great talking to you. Right, hope you're able to pick something there. We'll take this time out now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with a final guest on the show.